Anniversary of Adobe Firefly. Learn everything you need to know about using Gen AI in your workflows here on Adobe Office Hours. Dang it, I sped up because I thought I didn't have time, and then I ended early. Oh, yeah. Nick, one of these days we will nail the timing.
No, last week you did. Last week you nailed it. You had it like right at the second. Remember?
It was close. Okay, so hi everyone. Welcome to Adobe Office Hours. If you're watching for the first time, thanks so much for joining us. Nick, what is this show? Let us know what it is and maybe a little bit about what we're doing today and what we're celebrating.
Yeah, so we're here every Thursday, and we have been doing this now for, I think we're at the 3.5-year markish, somewhere around there.
Nick, we're hitting 4 years in 1 month. Literally 30 days.
That's right.
Yes.
4 years of Office Hours.
200 episodes. If you don't watch the show, we just make up episode numbers. Like if we're doing one a week for 4 years, that's about 200.
Yeah. I thought it was around 652.
Yeah, you're right. 652 official. If you're making a playlist, 652 this episode. Yeah. So Nick, what are we doing today on this show, Adobe Office Hours?
We're celebrating the year anniversary of Firefly and all of the connectivity and the AI fun stuff and the generative fills, you name it. We're gonna have some fun.
So it is going to be a fun time. If you have suggestions, if you have prompts that you want to see, you can toss them into chat. But it's not going to happen live because this is recorded. Hi, everyone. For those of you that usually watch us live, the majority of people watched this as a replay. Yes. Nick and I'm actually in the studio. Nick is traveling to an event. You're going to
Chicago.
Yes, you're doing a creative cafe, right?
Creative retreat.
So if you're at the
Adobe,
creative retreat, thanks for watching. I don't know. Say hi to Nick in real life. But we did record this on Monday or Tuesday. One of those, I don't know what day it is. But feel free to put your prompts in chat. I'll be hanging out and looking in the chat. We'll be talking. We can be in Discord if you want to. Discord.gg/ACC is a great place to come join us. But with that, let's hop in. Nick, do we want to try to do just like a hard overview of what Adobe Firefly is?
Wow, I think that might be the best thing right now. What do
Let's do it. All right, everybody, here we go. This is gonna be the thing you see in a YouTube ad, like in like 2 weeks from now. You're gonna get YouTube, and it's gonna be this clip. All right, here we go. Okay, where am I going? Here? Yes. Okay, great. All right, let me make this transition. All right, here we go.
Perfect.
On Adobe Office Hours, we help you level up your creative careers. And what better to level up your creative career than Adobe Firefly? It has just celebrated its 1-year anniversary, and we're going to go over everything that you need to know about Adobe Firefly. Ooh, and then hard cut into the next. I'm directing in my brain. All right, y'all. Let's hop in and let's look at the options of what Adobe Firefly can do right now. So it's grown a lot over the last year, and we have text to image. We've all used this. Generative fill, text effects, generative recolor, and text to template. I think this is a one
That's
that like
a new one.
Yes, it's newer, which is cool.
Yes.
And then text to vector graphic, which is available in Adobe Illustrator, which we're going to show today. So, Nick, let's show text to image, the easiest one right here. What do we want to do? And what does text to image do?
So it's when you need that incredibly rare, unique image of something you just can't find anywhere else. You're going to drop in your text, and what it's going to do is it's going to give you 4 different options of like, is this what you had in mind? And the best thing to do is look right on the page that Andrew's on right now and see some of the things. So like, look at that one with the people in the hallway. What is it? I think you can hover over it. And
Ooh,
see
this one's spooky.
Yeah.
Faceless figures in a hallway, black and white, spooky. Ooh. Oh, like I said, it's spooky.
There you go.
I want this one right here. This is amazing rabbit portrait, all made of silicone.
Oh my!
And I'm actually going to change silicone here to chocolate.
Oh, wonderful.
I know we're getting near Easter season, and all I can think about is chocolate bunnies. But what text to image is doing is it's basically using Adobe Firefly, and we're using image model 2 now. Image model 1 was the original, and we're in image model 2. Yep. Yes.
Oh my god.
Melty.
Whoa, that's kind of like like hybrid.
This makes me so uncomfortable.
It's like hybrid bunny.
This is like if y'all have ever seen Animorphs, this is like the Animorph version of like right, your chocolate, like a bunny is either turning to chocolate, or I think this is a chocolate bunny coming to life. This is the beginning of a fairy tale that like happens at Easter, and like a kid like opens a magical egg and like the ingredients come to life inside. Ooh, this one, the eyes kill me on this one. So anyway, Adobe Firefly is taking our prompt and generating an image, and it is all trained on Adobe stock, which is cool because then it is trained to be commercially viable. You can use it in your commercial work, which is really cool. It's included in your Creative Cloud membership as well. We can change the aspect ratios to whatever we want. You also can change the visual intensity, how intense you want that prompt to kind of work. And new in the last year is reference image gallery. So if we want a reference image here, maybe we want it to be a little more, let's say a pencil sketch. Let's do 3D actually. I'm going to use
opportunity, right?
Yes.
This is if someone gave you maybe, can you make it look more like this? And it's a certain style or certain technique.
Absolutely.
And then you can match it.
Yep, and there's a whole bunch of options here for you, and we're going to hit generate here with a style reference of this kind of black plastic shiny horse, and let's see what happens here. This is the new Beyonce cover on the way.
Yeah, I have a feeling this one's going to be artistic.
Yes!
Ooh. And it's still chocolate, though. That's what's cool about it.
Yes, this one's cool. Wow. Pretty cool, y'all.
You know what? Doesn't that open up a whole other thing? Like, I remember someone showing a demo of this when it first came out, and they showed something similar to this going like, if this was in my mind, how long would it take to actually get this on a visual to share with a colleague or a friend?
Yep.
And here's this immediate, like, kind of reference to it. Even if you take this and just say, got my reference, good. But how else can you find something like this?
Yes.
That's great. That is so cool. Uh-oh.
Sorry, I wanted to, again, when you were saying
frozen.
like things in my brain, I wanted to see it frozen, like a frozen chocolate.
In a block of ice?
Yeah, see if it'll like have that like frost to it.
Oh gosh.
Ooh, this is cool.
Man, it really does know how to pick like balance and contrast.
And look at the reflection through the ice.
I know, we've never talked about like how really thoughtful it is in these moments where it's like it could have randomly selected anything, right? But the fact that it figured out composition and layout, it feels balanced. It's really good.
Yep, pretty cool. So we also can do a bunch of different styles here. We can change color and tone, photo settings. There are a lot of settings that have been added over the last year.
Camera angle.
Yes,
right?
All kinds of stuff. So you can play around with that. Firefly.adobe.com again. It is included in your Creative Cloud members. Jump scare. Oh gosh. Oh my gosh.
Don't do the clowns, man.
No clowns. No.
Thanks to Poltergeist, I can never, ever see a clown like that.
Pass. Okay. So we do have something here that is called Generative Fill. And this is the same. We actually are going to show this here, but Nick, you're going to demo it over in Photoshop as well.
Yes.
And so let's go ahead and I'm going to show it in the Firefly app. And then let's see what happens here. So I'm going to use one of these. And let's say that we have this lighthouse here. And so with this lighthouse, I definitely want to have, what do we want to do? Maybe like an octopus?
Add a pirate ship?
I was thinking pirate ship too. So let's just go ahead and add here. And we're going to draw in the area that we think that we want it to be. And I'm just going to type in pirate ship. Nice. And it's going to assess the image around it and use that Adobe Firefly technology to insert a pirate ship.
Hey.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Now look at how it figured out scale based on where you drew the kind of like marker. Because like if you did it really up close and big, I'm sure it's going to be a lot bigger.
Yep, absolutely. You know? And I want to put in a sea monster here just to give it a little bit of extra zazz. And something else that you can do is you can remove things. And Nick, how would we remove something from the scene? Let's say that we want to take away the lighthouse.
I think you're just going to hit the remove tool.
Ooh, I like this.
Hey,
so we're going to hit the remove tool here. And all you need to do is just hover over the thing that you want to remove. So I don't want the lighthouse there anymore. I can go over it and hit remove, and it will take that away and fill in the background for me. And Nick, do you remember the good old days? How would we do this in the old days?
Oh my God, there were so many different ways you can attack it.
Added a bunch of stuff.
Yeah. Oh wow. So you did the remove tool and you didn't put anything in the generate in the box, correct?
No, it just removed. Let's see what happens if I use insert and don't put anything in the box. Let's see what happens.
Is that does that take it out?
Interesting. No. It's generating new chat. Well, this is a
Let's
good time to
see.
say, even at 1 year, we're still
Yes.
growing. It is still very new for Adobe Firefly, and there is a lot of updates on the
Hmm.
way. If we do have a weird generation or something that like looks off, we can click on this and we can rate the result up and down, or you can report it. Even though we are at 1 year, imagine where we'll be in 3 years, 5 years, but only with your help. You need to give us feedback. So if you have something like that is not correct, like these results aren't great, you can just click here and we can give it a thumbs down to say absolutely not, we can't do that. All right, so Nick,
Interesting.
we use generative fill right here in the Firefly.adobe app, but there's another place that we can use it, and
Yeah.
that is over in Photoshop. Do you want to share your screen, and then we can hop over and take a look at what it looks like in Photoshop? And chat, we're trying to do this in chronological order. So firefly.adobe.com
Yes.
launched first, and then I think I'm doing this right. It
Yeah.
went in, and then we had uh, generative fill.
I think you're right. Generative fill was the first kind of like move into the world of Photoshop, I believe.
Yes.
Yes, correct.
Yes, so we had
That was
generative
awesome.
fill. Actually, hold on, chat. I do think I
Yeah.
lied because I do think that text effects launched with text to
Oh,
image.
you're right. Those two were the first.
Yeah, so I'm going to show text effects real quick right here, and then we'll see text effects come back another place. So text
Gotcha.
effects, basically, you can put in the font, and then you can generate a cool effect on that font. So let's say the text that we want is Nick. We're doing your name. We're doing Nick, and we are going
Yes.
to make it look like
Pizza.
Nick, that's literally what I was about to type in. I literally was going to type like vegan pizza. So let's do pizza with vegetables
Oh,
as
can't wait for some
toppings.
I can't wait for some Chicago's deep dish. Oh my gosh.
Yes, Nick.
I'm in.
I have like a side thing to ask you about
Yeah.
for vegan stuff. I
Okay.
had some a vegan cheese dip that was like the best thing I've ever eaten in my life. Okay,
Ooh.
so
Hey.
I mean, do we get the Italian seal of approval from Nick Longo?
Oh my god, that looks really good. I love how it has like, think about it, it's a round shape, but look how it's created the edge more on the C because of the circular shape. I
Yep.
love that. That's
Yeah,
really cool.
what I think is really cool too is you can change all the fonts here. So let's say we want source sans, we
Mhm.
want it to be a little bit thinner. I think it's really cool, especially on this, that it's getting the edge of the pizza, like the crust
Exactly.
is really good. There's all kinds of splatter. We will actually want this one to be tight. So you can change how much it generates in or outside the letters. And this
I love
one, we want it to be tight inside the letters
Yeah.
because it's a pizza.
Yeah.
We don't have a table or anything. It's just the pizza. And
But
so
if it's
let's
messy
see.
pizza, we could do that too. That's the coolest part. Look at
That's
that.
so cool.
Wow.
Also,
I
let's-
wonder, like, have you? I've been using this as like reference stuff a lot of times for fun, but I think eventually, when you really need it for like something impactful, like a billboard or something kind of cool, where you want that font to have all the feeling of whatever you're asking for, this is really a really fun little tool. I don't think before this that would take hours to
Yep.
actually figure out, right?
Yeah. Dripping with
Ooh.
green
Golden-
ooze. So
I
I
like
think that it's great
golden
for
gold.
like quick stuff like this to be like, hey,
What would it
and
look
to have like short phrases, I think is the best use for this.
Oh wow.
Right? It's pretty good.
Now go medium on the
Oh, let's go loose.
go
Let's
loo-
get
yeah.
loosey goosey.
Might as well. We're
yeah,
talking
so-
drooping gold here.
I also am gonna do something real quick. I'm gonna grab an emoji because it actually does emojis. So it
No
will do
way.
emojis and it does like really cool effects with. Oh, this is cool. Oh,
No
hold on.
way. I had no idea it did that. That's crazy.
Drippy. Okay, so I'm gonna come back to the headshot real quick. So I'm
Yeah.
just gonna copy an emoji and let's do a butterfly emoji.
Okay.
And this is something that like right as it came out, people started playing around and they're like, "Can it do emojis?"
Because they
And
figured
then-
it was just type.
No, and then realized it can
Oh.
do emojis. So all I need to do
Yeah.
is I just pasted in that emoji down behind Nick. Sorry, you can't. Hold on, no, it's fine.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Here,
Yeah.
hold on, chat. Hold on, I got you, chat. Oh, black screen. Hold on,
Oh,
hold
oh.
on, everybody. Okay,
Hey. Woo. Ah, there it is.
okay, there we go. Sorry,
Yeah.
I just literally only to show you that there is indeed a butterfly emoji in there. And we're gonna hit generate
gosh.
here, and it's gonna take that butterfly emoji, and then it is going to use the prompt to fill in,
Dude.
and then generate inside that prompt, right?
Whoa. Okay. Oh my God. That one.
Pretty cool, right?
I mean, for like jewelry, for like, imagine, like, wow, you got to send that. Like, we should be sharing that and trying it in one of the other exercises today. That's so cool.
Right? So
I'm
you can
loving
play
that.
around, use emojis, use text effects, and there is another place that this came up over the last year. Oh,
What?
gorgeous. There is a place
No.
that this made an appearance over the last year. We'll get there in a second, but we do
Yeah.
want to hop over to Nick's screen. And Nick, we have on your screen an image here, and tell us
Yes.
about Adobe Firefly coming to Photoshop.
Yeah, so you've got all these new ways to mess around with things. Obviously, you've all seen the fun little bar here that's helping us out all over the place. That will be here. We'll use that in a second. But the first thing I want to do is just, let's say you've been given this. I remember when this was shown at Max, we were all like going, this is crazy. How are we going to use this? Let's say someone says, we took this shot, but we need to add a necklace to this model. So if you just do something like this and kind of loosely kind of base it off of here like that, right? What kind of do you want? Gold? Do we want a chain? What
Let's
do
do
we want?
gold.
Okay, so gold. Let's go gold chain here, or necklace, I'll say. And see what happens here. So we hit generate, and what it's going to do, very similar to what we just looked at on Express and on Firefly, we're going to get 3 to 4 different samples here as well. And it's using AI and Sensei to kind of figure all of this out. Let's see what it does.
So let's see what happens. Adobe Firefly,
Okay, come on,
generative
baby.
fill.
Let's go.
We
And
can
it's
do it.
almost there. Hey!
Hey!
And now check it out. We've got a few little options as
Ooh,
well.
I like that one.
Oh my gosh, these are great.
I like that second
Now,
one.
let's look closely, because if you really do look, it's adding the shadows really nicely. This is great. I mean,
Yep.
look at that. That's
And
really
even
sick.
the wraparound on her shoulder, like it looks like it's kind of
Yeah.
sitting in the actual space. And it does a really great job at kind of taking into account the things that are around it in the space. Now, Nick, let's do another little test here. This is one of my favorite things that I saw. Let's go ahead and add in some bubbles. And this is like putting in like iridescent, opaque bubbles. Opaque? Is that the word I want?
Or translucent.
Translucent, yes. Let's do that. So let's do like translucent bubbles, and you can do selections. So you just make a circle.
Yep.
And then let's do it like by her hair, or like let's do something that overlaps a little bit. Yep. And then let's do a translucent bubble.
Should I do a few of them?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
So you can do as many selections as you want with Adobe Firefly and Generative Fill. You can do a bunch of different selections, and let's see what happens here. This is my favorite use case.
Let's see. I don't think it's allowing you to do 2, is it?
Yeah, you can do as many as you want.
All right, cool. Let's see what. Should I do another one?
There's no rules. Yeah,
Okay,
why not?
There we go. They disappeared on me, so I was like, okay, there we go. So now, Generative Fill. So we want translucent bubbles. Anything else? Do you want?
No, I think that's it. Let's try that.
Yeah, you're like,
let's not get over hasty here. And we did just look at the image model 2 on the web. Image model 1 is actually what is running generative fill in Photoshop right now.
Okay.
So check it out. Look at that. It has the reflections. You can see her hair coming through that bubble.
Yeah.
Like it is still taking into account everything that is there.
So the first one did get a little bit more of that reflection in there. I like that it's picking colors that feel complementary to kind of the vibe, you know, which is great. And one looks like it's behind her, and the other ones kind of look like they're in front, maybe because of that one being the bigger bubble. Pretty cool.
Yes. Okay, so something else we can do is I'm going to come over to my screen, and puddles. Reflections, I think, are the thing that I think are my favorite part of generative fill. So I'm just going to put in here, and we are just going to put a running dog. Oops. And we're going to put a dog here, and then in front of that dog, I'm going to put a couple little areas that are going to have puddles. And what's cool is it should, cross your fingers, everybody, grab the reflection of the dog in the puddle as well. I think it's really interesting how generative fill kind of picks the different pieces of the image, and I'm just going to do a couple kind of like oblong areas here to fill in some puddles. So reflective puddle of water. So it's going to add those in, and hopefully we'll see a little bit of the dog. We'll see a little bit of the trees. We'll see the same tones, maybe some leaves floating in there. Really great and speeds up your workflow. And Nick, when we're talking about AI and using generative AI in your workflows, what are kind of the ways that, oh my gosh,
Oh, wow.
there's the dog. Yep. It picked up the reflection of the dog right
Really
there.
good. It's really good. What were you
That's
gonna ask about, like,
pretty cool.
everyday use?
Yes. So I was going to say, how would you use this in everyday use?
Wow, there's so many different ways. Let's say it's a customized mood board that you're doing for a project. Let's say you've been given an actual image. I didn't know you were going over to mine so
Oh,
quickly.
sorry. We're on yours. Here's
We're
this
good.
image of
Let's
this
do it.
couple.
I know. So let's say this
No
is what
context.
let's just say this is what you've been given, and you have to put this on a billboard that is a very wide orientation rather than a very slim and tall one. So what I love about this is if this is what you've been given, you just hit the crop tool, and all you have to do is kind of slide out and go like, I do want them, I still want them centered, but like give me something here that I can actually have more. It's like uncropping a picture. And
Yes.
this is one of the best ones they've done, because how many times do you get something and it does not fit your design or what you're looking for? So let's see what it does. Boom.
Boom.
That's what it did. Look
And
at,
Nick,
I mean,
how
what?
did you do that to where you didn't have to press anything or do anything there?
The contextual bar?
Close. So up at
Oh,
the top where it has right
oh,
above. Yep. To the right.
yes.
Right there. So you need to make sure that is set to generative expand. By default, it will just expand it, or you
Ah,
can use content aware fill, but you want to make sure that that is set to generative expand. And then when you do that expansion, it will just make sure that it is automatically doing that expand. It's so cool to keep it going. I
yeah.
really want it to like put a person in the woods. Like as you
Yeah.
expand this, I'm like, give me more woods, but also please put a person just like
Maybe a
hiding in the woods.
house, maybe a car.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like all these little things.
Tell
Like,
us
or
more
is
of
it
the
just gonna,
story.
is it just gonna give us more of the same tree? I mean, this is so wild. So here we go, guys.
I
Let's
think
see.
it's just going to give us more tree. That's what
But
I
it's
think.
but I
So
purposely did it off balance because I wanted to see
yes,
like
to keep the
how it
suspense
would actually
going.
do.
We'll come
There
back.
we
This
go.
is called audience retention. We're trying to get those
Yes.
average view numbers up. So we'll come back to Nick's screen and see
Ooh,
what happened. But what I want to show you here is another way to
stay
use
tuned.
generative expand is to use the straighten tool. So the straighten tool is just in the crop menu. So use the crop tool right here, and then we're going to click on the little level. And then all I need to do is, let's say we have a photo like this that is not quite correct. We can click and drag to match like the wall angle right here.
Yeah.
And you'll see right now, I have it set to background default, and it's gonna do this weird, like it crops in and now I've lost some of her head and that's not what I want. So I'm gonna
Oh
change
my
the
God.
fill here to generative expand,
Yes.
just like Nick did.
Oh, wonderful. Cool
And
little
now we're
two-step
gonna
there.
grab this ruler right here. We're gonna pull it along the wall. And now when I hit enter, watch what happens. It is not cropping in on that image. It is going to straighten it, and then it is going to generative expand the areas that you see here in red. Instead of just filling them with a color or trying to crop in to maintain the image, it is going to generative expand. So now that we have the full gamut of that photo. Pretty cool, right?
Aunt Cindy, we get to have the full picture of her now. Look at
Boom.
that.
Good old Cindy.
Aunt Cindy.
She's a Cindy for sure.
Oh,
So
totally.
that's how you do it. All right.
What?
Audience retention. Here we go. Nick, did there become a monster or man in the woods? No, just more woods.
No, we just got more woods. But
that's the office hours way here. Set it up,
right?
big reveal, and disappointing. Welcome.
The fact that it actually I did it offset for a reason, just because I want to see if it would throw in maybe a subject or something cool on there. But we could obviously add that, right? We could say throw in a car, put in an old. I think I'm gonna do is like add an old vintage truck and see if it kind of like puts it off to the side a little bit.
Oh yeah, let's see what
That'd be
happens.
kinda
So
cool.
as Nick
Yeah.
does that again,
Retention.
wait and see what happens.
It's in-
What we're gonna do is I can use generative fill in another way, and that is to actually remove an object. And so what I like to do is, let's say that I let's grab a stock image of a runner. This is just a really good use case that I've been using. So let's say man running. So I have been using this to separate a subject from the background. And I want to like keep showing you real world situations that you can use generative fill that aren't just like, hey, here's a cool demo. I want you to actually be able to use this. So let's see here. This is a pretty complex image. I might be shooting myself in the foot here, but let's see what happens. It's a challenge. We like to, again, we're a year in, and this is something that maybe we can identify something that doesn't work or something that like looks a little bit wonky, and then we'll come back and we'll revisit this episode in another year, and it will be completely amazing and work great. All right, so I have the image here, and we're just going to use select subject. So I'm going to go ahead and go to select, and we're going to do subject. It will find my subject right here. It's going to find this guy. Perfect. And now what I'm going to do is I am going to make a copy of this. So I'm just going to left click, which is my lasso tool. I'm going to right click, sorry, and then layer via copy. So now I have a copy of the runner. Pretty clean grab on that. Not mad about it at all. What's happening with his finger right here?
That's his thumb.
That's his thumb. Okay. I was so confused what was happening. Okay, we're good. So now I have, yes, I have the runner in the background, but in the background, the runner is still there. And so what I can do is we're going to select subject one more time. So we're going to go to select and subject. And watch what happens here. What I'm going to do is I am actually going to just use my expand. So I'm going to go here to my selection. I'm going to expand the selection, and we're going to expand it by like maybe 10 pixels. Please work. I'm going to hit OK. And now we have a little bit of a looser selection around our subject. And now I'm going to click on generative fill and not put anything in the box, and hold your breath. It should remove the guy and just fill in the background. So we're using generative fill. No prompt in there, and it should remove this subject. So if you need to extract a subject from a photo, something that you can do here, please work, please work, please work. This is such a good setup.
Giving it that extra space is allowing it for a better removal.
Dang it, dang it, dang it, dang it.
Ooh.
Oh no, okay, chat, hold on. Okay, I'm gonna expand the selection a little bit more.
There you go.
Okay, and let's see what happens.
You know what I first thought it was gonna do was it was gonna make him bigger. Like if it's like, oh, this model.
Oh, we'll expand him into a different size.
Yeah, like could it take the, you know? Let's see what it does.
There we go. We did it. I just needed a broader selection because it was taking him into account too much.
Yeah,
and you can see here, boom. All right, and now I can put my runner back in, and then if I wanted to go to Adobe Express, I could actually animate these layers, and we could animate him running in across. So this used to be so much work to isolate someone out of a photo, and especially filling in the background, but this is a super easy way to do that workflow.
It went from 2 hours of work to one click.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
And so Nick, that brings us to our next piece, and that is the we need to go back. Hold on, sorry. Suspense, build, and disappointment. Welcome to Adobe Office Hours here on Adobe Lab. Oh, we have a car. Okay, we got a car.
This is the best one.
There we go.
After they fell off the side, they just
horrible car accident, and they're like, you know what? This is kind of cute though. Let's take a picture. The photographer is in the car as well. He's injured. They're like, hey, let's take a picture. Ambulance is on the way.
So we spent all this money at REI, so we look good.
Yes, exactly. So with that, let's go ahead, and we talked a little bit. I mentioned it there that if we wanted to go to Adobe Express, we could animate it. In the last year of Adobe Firefly, that's right, it is integrated into Adobe Express. So Nick, let's over to your screen and take a look at what we have with Adobe Express. And let's look at the specific, the only Adobe Firefly that is specific to Adobe Express, and that is text to template. Let's take a look right there.
There we go.
And kind of, close? Yes, got it. What is text to template doing?
So all it's doing is it's kind of helping you find a good template for something you might be like puzzled with. Let's say you're doing a poster or a postcard. You might be doing an announcement for your new yoga studio, whatever this might be. And what this is going to do is kind of give you a template to start with, and then even create and customize a little bit. So we've got a few things up here. Let's say we got modern flyer for a fall clothing collection. So let's click on that and see what we get. Now, this is cool too, because a lot of times you just need something in and out. And there are templates when you just search through the idea of the regular kind of media on the side of Express. But what I like about this is it's got something really cool. You can share this now as well with other people, and you can lock certain features so they don't mess up certain things like logo
Yep.
placement and things like that.
No, no, no,
So
no.
here we go. So let's say we like this one here. I'm going to click on that and we'll get it in our full window. And this is ready to go. So our template is loading. Have you used this yet?
Yeah, it's really helpful to get started.
That's
It still
great.
is in beta, and so it still
Yeah.
has some like weird bugs and stuff, but it's really good to get started, and then
Yeah.
you can go in and kind of format the pieces for yourself.
Exactly. So just like anything else, we can go in there, we can do our text effects, we can kind of have some fun with these things. We can put in, the cool thing is text effects is just right here in Express from what we used in Firefly. So you could do the same thing. You can get these to look like anything you want, and you can get all those in there. What's the process of the selection and locking it? Have you played with that yet?
Yes. So basically, as you lock something, you can make it
Yeah.
so that it is not editable when you share with other people. And that
Gotcha.
way, you can kind of lock things in, make sure nothing's going to get weird and wonky.
Yeah.
Very, very easy way to kind of throw it into a place that people can't mess it up. Because we all know
Oh,
that our
wow.
clients, we love
Yeah.
them so much. But every now
Well,
and then, we have some issues.
they've hired you as the designer. I did
Uh-huh.
notice something new up here. Have you tried Translate?
Oh, I have not. That is semi-new. And by semi, I mean it has the button next to it. So it probably is
Oh,
actually
so
new.
here we go. Look at
Okay,
this.
what do we want to translate to?
I'm going to do Croatian and let's see what happens. And it will, oh, and it makes a duplicate. That is amazing.
That's pretty cool.
Isn't that funny? That's like an automatic save as. I
Yep.
love that.
And so now we have it in
Very
a different language. And
That
then,
is amazing.
speaking of
Mhm.
translation, we do have this really cool
Yes.
sneak that just came out. And so I'm going to come over here. And this
Let's
is
see.
something that Adobe posted, is a great insight. Let's watch this video real quick because this is how translation is moving and combining with Adobe Firefly technology. So check this out.
What's up, Zayun? What are you doing?
Hola, estamos trabajando en una manera fácil de traducir y doblar videos.
Wait, what?
Oh, cette traduction est générée par l'IA. I'm working on this with my team, the speech AI team at Adobe Research.
Hi.
Can we take a sneak into what that means?
Sure, with this technology, you can upload your video and have it dub and translate into various languages. It will match your voice and it will generate new lip motions to match those languages. Wait. Es ist
So
ganz einfach. Wir
changing
freuen
the
uns sehr
lips
darüber. Siamo così
and
entusiasti di
the
questo. È
language.
fácil, estamos muito animados com isso.
It's
So-
really
Estamos muy
cool.
entusiasmados con
You can
esto.
do
Some
audio
players
only,
just
which
as
I
a
found
fusion.
out, which
We're
is pretty
so
cool. So it
excited
doesn't have
about
to be
this.
just
Yeah, but
video.
yeah.
But if it is video, you get to change the lip sync thing on or off.
It's
So you
pretty
can
cool,
do
yeah.
that,
And
or
so
you can leave it as natural.
Yep. So in the sneaks now, really cool stuff coming. And again, follow Adobe on Twitter. There are a lot of sneaks that are coming out that are kind of like things that are being worked on. And I do want to show this Adobe Substance 3D. Again, we are 1 year into Adobe Firefly, and there is this new generate photorealistic textures with text prompts. So text to
Oh.
texture feature is available in beta, and let's watch this real quick. I haven't seen this. We've done
Can't
some
handle
3D on office hours before,
Yeah.
and so let's take a look at this sneak. Okay, so there's no audio, so I'm going to I'm going to talk about it again. I haven't seen it. So
Flat-
we're just typing in,
down.
much like it is right, like a generative fill. We are pulling in different textures, and it looks like it'll make those seamless. It'll make those wrappable, so that we can kind of add it into our 3D object. And there we go,
Oh,
image to
wow.
material, upscale. It's inserting, and now
Oh,
we just have the ground.
In your scene. So imagine if you need a custom gravel or something totally unique or concrete. Look at that. Look at the
Nick,
dimension.
okay, this is sampler too, which is the coolest part about this, is that in theory, I think, I'm saying these words, in
Yeah.
theory, I could use this to generate a 3D substance that I could apply to text in Adobe Illustrator, right?
I think that sounds like a connection mesh.
Right, yeah, we can do an SPSAR file out of here, and then we can
Mhm.
link it to Illustrator and make a cool 3D. Oh my
Oh.
goodness.
Would it show up as a, oh my God, look at that. Would it show up as a material?
Yes, it could show up as a
my
material,
In
which
your
would be
Illustrator.
really cool.
Oh my gosh.
And chat, there's another one. There's another one that literally came out this morning. And that is, there's too much. There's too much. We only have 20 minutes left. We need another
Oh, no,
hour.
this hasn't come out yet, has it?
This is text to background. This is introducing new generative background features now available in Substance 3D Stager Beta. speed up your design interactions and review process by rapidly creating scene backgrounds for text prompts.
Oh
Really
my
cool. So
goodness.
let's see what this looks like here.
So you've obviously made that model. Now you want
Yep, you want to have a background, and it looks like you can just type in and select a generative background. And let's see what happens here. If it does a 3D background, I'm going to lose my mind.
we goodbye everybody.
It is. I'll bet it's
done.
about to generate like a 360 seamless image, and then you'll be able to do the scene.
There you go.
Oh my gosh, Nick, are you
Look at
freaking
this
out right
crap.
now? Because I know that
I
like
kinda
you
am.
do this all like this is.
This is all we do. And to have this integrated into the app is one thing, but gosh, can you imagine when it does get to 3D and you can turn that around and all of that is a model? Wow.
This is crazy. That is so crazy. Show us the final. Show us the final. Show us the final. Show us the final.
Gosh. Oh my Lord.
Wait, and it's got depth maps. It's got everything. This is in Photoshop. Nick, that was in Photoshop. Hold on.
yes.
Hold on. Wait.
Yes. So you export a PSD from any of the 3D Adobe apps and you will get all the layers, all the editability of your 3D model.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
wild.
Chat, the future is here. Really cool.
I'm blown away. Like the Substance stuff is like feels like it's on steroids right now. It's just moving so fast.
Yes. Okay. So with that, I did talk about bringing something into Adobe Firefly or into Adobe Illustrator, right? We talked about that we want to. Gosh, I forgot how words worked, Nick.
Yeah.
I like went real
we do?
confident into that sentence, and then none of the words came out right. I talked about using Adobe Illustrator, how you can bring something in as a substance, but there is an integration of Adobe Firefly that happened, and that is generative recolor in here. And so
this
what's
is
cool with
great,
generative
man.
recolor is it's basically going to help you find color palettes. So you can select all of these images right here, and let's go to Edit, Edit Colors, and Generative Recolor. And Nick, my favorite one to do is burned banana popcorn. I don't know
that's
why,
Fantastic. Okay.
but it always gives me good results.
Custom prompt.
Yes. So you type in your prompt here using generative recolor, and then what it's going to do is it's going to take all of the colors that are in the objects you have selected and generate 4 color schemes for you when we hit generate right there. It's going to grab all these different color schemes, and then we'll be able to click through and see what it looks like with those different color schemes. So watch what happens here. Burned banana popcorn. Chat. It is the best prompt that you can use to get a good like yellow kind of palette. You see, as we click through here, it's pulling down and oh my gosh. I love this palette. Okay.
Dude.
Right?
I love it.
Super
my
cool.
God.
Super cool. And so if we wanted to, maybe we want to do like 2 and 2. So maybe we want to do these two. You just select them. And again, going to that menu, but we also could turn on the contextual toolbar. Where are you, contextual taskbar? There we go. With that selected, we can actually just go into recolor, and it's going to pull up our generative recolor right here. And this one, let's do frozen blueberry. What else is blue? I need something that's blue.
Ice.
Ice. Frozen blueberry ice. Sure. And we're going to generate here, and let's see what happens. It's going to give us some blue color palettes, and we'll be able to click through, and it will give us some really striking color palettes. There we go.
This is a game changer. I think we all, unless you are a color specialist, which I don't know many people are, I can name a handful, to get this kind of control across the board, and it knows the darks, it knows the lights. You know, it doesn't invert things where, like, you know, a lot of times eyes and illustrations could look a little weird if you invert them.
Yep.
And this just catches it every time.
Yeah,
This
it's
is
pretty smart.
incredible. Wow. These are wonderful. Those are great.
Ooh, cool. Okay, so super cool right there. And Nick, you have some stuff over in your screen. What are you about to show with generative recolor?
These are some motifs that we just had designed for a project that we're doing. And what's neat is not only will these be the core on every packaging, but when the packaging changes for a different style, let's say we're doing more of a springtime version.
Yes, but Nick,
again, here you can have that. Yes.
But Nick, you are using
gradients.
1, that's not the right place to do it. But 2, two, you're using gradients. Sorry, I saw you hover. Okay. Okay, so yes, you're using gradients, which is crazy.
Yes.
So you need to go up to edit, Wait, hold on. Where did you get that? Hold on.
In the-
Were you
in the
in the
bar.
right place?
In the bar, yeah.
Oh, did I just like put you on blast for no reason? I'm so
Yeah, I
sorry,
had them all
Nick.
here. So you have the bar
so
ready
sorry,
to go.
Nicholas.
You just showed me this tip like 2 minutes ago.
Take it away, Nick. Take it away.
Recolor. Always remember, you have this. This is a fun little tool to mess with as well. But if you're lazy like me, we go right to generative and we kind of find out, well, let's go for a more springtime bright.
Yep. And it is
Right?
going to grab all of those gradients as well and change up those gradients for you as well.
Oh, it's so awesome to have this. I even did this with, I know this is like a controversial thing, but I did this live on a Zoom with a client just to see their reaction. So look at, oh my God.
Oh my gosh, the spring colors.
Look at, so,
Nah.
okay. Oh, whoa, look at that. I have to say this one's probably my favorite.
That
for
one's
sure.
really good.
Look at that. And so I just love these tools that are helping me impress clients, coworkers, whatever it might be, even more. Because at the end of the day here, if I can do 3 or 4 comps and show them what this is going to look like, we don't have to go back to the Illustrator that they paid a lot of money for these custom ones. We could do this through AI and through generative fill and color. This is fantastic.
Yep. Yeah. Really, really powerful tool there. So something else that we do have, and we got about 15 minutes left here. Nick, I think that we need to, Nick, I hit the wrong button. Okay, we're here.
Bye, guys.
And that's it. 15 minutes left and the show's over. Okay, so I think that we have to show a few more things. We have generative, we have text to vector.
Yes.
We've done generative recolor.
Yeah.
We've done text to image.
We
We've
haven't done
G-
text to vector yet, have we?
We haven't done text to vector. That's what we need to do next. So let's do text to vector. But I think that we've covered everything else. Ooh, there is one more thing actually that I just thought about.
Okay. Ooh.
Okay, Nick, do you want to show text to vector? And I'm going to try to show another Adobe Firefly integration that
Let's try
just happened not too long ago.
Excited.
Okay, so Nick, you go text to vector. I'm going to click on so many things on my screen. Chat, if I'm looking crazy, it's because the crazy things are happening.
So here we got. Over in your properties window, you're going to have your text to vector icon here. Here, I'm on icon. You're a subject, you have scene, and you have pattern. For now, let's do subject because I think I want something a little bit characteristic. I don't want just an icon. This is new. The pick styles for a reference, you can actually upload kind of here, or I'm assuming if you click, let's see what else you're going to get. Oh, match active artboard style. Oh, that's kind of cool. So if you've already got let's see that. Should I bring over these things?
Yeah, why not?
Okay, so let's do that. So let's bring these here. These are going to be on the artboard, so we're going to make sure they're there. I'll just flip them around. I'm curious to see what this. Have you seen?
Chat,
it?
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, you did.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, Nick has no context for what just happened. Chat, I'm so sorry. I'm trying to show something, and it has sound that played, and it like aggressively played that sound so loudly. So I apologize, chat. Okay, Nick, continue your demo.
Perfect. So now I'm going to put we have this ready to go. It's detailing in vector graphics. You got minimal to complex, and I'm matching the active artboard style here. So here we can add a few more things. What should we do? Like a sunburst, radial element.
Yes.
Just trying that out.
And text to vector is still in beta. So again, maybe weird stuff.
Excuse me.
Oh, bless you. Chat, can we get some blessings in chat for Nick?
Blessings, please.
Blessings. Praying hand emojis in chat for Nick.
You can get a little sneak preview over here and see how they're building. Oh, look at that. Okay. Look at this, man.
Okay.
It actually got pretty close. Let's try the other one. So let's see here. Oh, this one definitely got the color. Look at that.
Yeah, it pulled the colors.
It feels so. I love this idea that if let's say I need to add more things, and again, this artist is not available, we can add a few more things with text to vector.
Yes.
Awesome.
So the last thing that we want to show you is a great innovation that came with Adobe Firefly technology into none other. Nick, can you guess what it is?
Oh gosh.
Can you think of another place that Firefly has been integrated that we haven't talked about? We've talked about so far photography.
Yeah.
We've talked about design.
Yep.
We've talked about vectors.
Yep.
We've talked about 3D.
Illustration?
No. We kind of talked about illustration text.
Yeah, a little bit there.
Vector.
Ooh, sound?
Yes.
Audio.
Nick got it. Congratulations. Yes, it is sound. And there actually is some integrations happening in Premiere Pro with Adobe Firefly, which is really cool. So I'm going to click around my track and chat. I'm just going to play something real quick and see how loud it is. So if you have your headphones in, just take them out for like a second. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to give you a second. All right, 3, 2, 1. I'm going to play. Take out your headphones. 3, 2, 1. I'll give you like a wave when you come back. Here we go. Snatched a baby. That's always the thing that I think of. Okay. Thanks so much for joining us. Nick has no context. Nick, I just need you to know I picked a random place in this document and played to test the audio, and it literally, I just said, snatched a baby, and that's all I knew. I have no idea what I was talking about. Why is that the clip that just
Premiere Pro? Snatched a baby.
People are going, text a baby. People are going to like clip that. Ugh, I'm so mad. Okay. So what we can do is we actually have text-based editing that is available here in Premiere Pro. But if we wanted to change the sound, we can go to Essential Sound right here, and it uses Adobe Firefly technology and Adobe Sensei to analyze this sound and figure out what it is. So let's actually let's put a clip on here. 1 second, chat, because I actually have a clip that is like really bad sounding. So if we have like an echo, or you recorded somewhere that it has like not great audio, it's really easy to pull that together and to get good audio out of something that is really bad. So I'm going to drag a clip into the document here, and we're just going to play this. Chat, good luck with your headphones. Hey everybody, so here I am in my room. It's really echoey because I'm recording from So you can hear just how echoey that is, but there's a great new feature. We can hit auto tag here, and it will tag this audio for me to say, hey, we know that this is dialogue. It has kind of used Adobe Sensei to think this is dialogue and understands, and then all I need to do is click one button, and that is enhance. So I'm going to click this enhance button. It is enhancing the speech, and it's basically analyzing for echoes. It's analyzing for the things that I'm saying and making sure that it is going to be crisp and clear. So when we give that just a minute, it is going to pull that back out for me, and you'll be able to hear just how clear this audio gets in contrast to the echo that you just heard. So here we go. I'm going to play it right here.
Let's see.
Hey everybody, so here I am in my room. It's really echoey because I'm recording from not my professional mic, but I'm recording from... So you can hear just how big of a difference that made. And I can go ahead and turn that off real quick. Hey everybody, so here I am in my room. It's really echoey. So it takes out like the background noise, my like air conditioner was on. It takes out all of that for you with just one click, which is really cool.
Yeah.
And something else, go ahead.
I was going to say, if you're not using Premiere Pro just yet and you need that same feature, the Adobe podcast app that's in beta will do the exact same thing, not only to audio, but to even to audio with video. I just uploaded something, and we were in 2 different places, 2 different mics, and believe it or not, it monetized and kind of synthesized our voices to sound like we were in the same spot.
Yep.
It was great.
Something else that happened here too is that we actually have text to vector, which is really cool. And so you can take your text,
What? Wait a minute. What app are you in?
I was looking at your screen. I was looking at your screen as I was talking, and I was like, what's happening over there? Because it started moving around.
Sorry.
Oh, okay.
What's this latest feature?
Take 2. If you're doing a cut down, please cut this out. Okay. Editors, please help us.
Help us.
I like that this is pre-recorded. I'm still asking an editor to help me in the feature because I'm not going to edit this out. All right, here we go. What I was going to say is we have text-based editing. And so if I want to come in here and let's say that I want to remove all of my filler words. So I'm just going to play this real quick and see, I say some weird stuff in here. So let's see what happens.
You know, I should have asked. I don't think I've ever asked. What is the correct pronunciation of your last name?
Hawk rattle, like a hawk with a baby rattle.
I can just tell what you're saying.
So you can see there that's actually going through. And so let's say that we want to take out all of the ums. So I say a lot of ums, and you can see here that it has a pause or a filler word. I can actually filter right here to any pauses, and I am just going to delete those. So we're going to hit delete. And then I'm going to go in and I'm going to search, let's go to delete all, sorry. Then I can go in and do a filler word. Filler words.
Wow. Oh my gosh.
Are going to, delete and then just delete all. So now you can see it made all these cuts in here. If I zoom in, you can see all of these different cuts. That's where I had filler words. So I'm just going to play this real quick. Get a little weird, get a little unique. I love when brands let me just kind of destroy their... What is that? Hold on. There's music that is so loud behind that. Okay. So you can see here that it is doing those hard cuts, but listen, chat, for it sounding seamless. So if I had other content that I could put on top of this to kind of use as a B-roll, I could hide these cuts really easily. That's really what I love to do, is provide new and interesting perspectives on things that may be familiar.
I gotta admit, it's really seamless on the visual too.
It is too. It's pretty good on the cuts.
Yeah.
Unique. I love when brands let me just kind of...
And
you can see over here that it actually is just showing where things are. So you can transcribe this, you can export it, so you can send it over to a copy editor, and your copy editor can say, hey, here are the key messaging that we want from this, and then you can literally go in, find those, and cut them out and not have to do anything that is super... It like just speeds up your process. And I think that that's the big takeaway with all the stuff we're showing with Adobe Firefly, is it's all about being kind of a creative co-pilot for you to help speed up your process.
Also, and to just spend more time on the things that matter, the work, the design, the things that are you're being paid for, you know, the mundane, the things like that are like over and over and over again. Let it help you out.
Yes. Okay. So chat, we do have about 4 minutes left in the show. And Nick, I think what I want to do is let's go head to head. And what I want to do is let's try to create the best Firefly image, and we will let chat vote on it as we go to our holding screen.
Oh my gosh.
So chat, we're going to be on our headshots for just a second. And Nick, don't look at my screen. Okay. I won't look at your screen. Okay. And I am just going to go ahead and I'm going to put my screen up, chat, so you can see. This will be our little secret. Okay, where do we want to go? It's going to be hard to talk through this without like saying what I'm doing.
I know. I got to be quiet.
Okay. 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 Hold on. I got an idea. Okay. Oh, I spelled it wrong. Oh no. I immediately spelled it wrong. Oh, chat, you can't even see my prompt. Chat. Okay. There we go. Chat. Whisper zone. 4 minutes of whisper zone.
You're just hearing my type. Let's see. Okay, cool. I got it. Well, I look up.
Nick. Okay.
I'm not looking.
No, I have to tell you something. So chat, you all saw what happened. So I meant to type in like something on fire, and I forgot the E and spelled it wrong, and it just. So I'm gonna change my prompt. I tried to do dragon on fire, and instead you can look at my screen. I didn't put the E and just put fur, and it put a dragon on a fir tree.
It totally
it did it right. It did it totally right. I just was so wrong. Okay, look away from my screen. I'm starting over, chat. I'm so sorry. Okay, here we go. Okay, let's do this. Okay, and it is giving me like suggestions here. So let's do this. Okay, and let's do let's do this. Okay.
Sorry if my video is crashing, but Firefly is asking for a lot right now.
Yes. Okay. Chat. All right. We're going here. Okay. We're going here. And I am going to use a style reference here. Let's see what we can get to see where we start. And we can use a photo or art. And I do think that I want this to look like, oh my gosh. Okay. Chat. We're doing good. Chat. Okay. I'm going to use, so we're going to use this. So we actually can use this as our reference. So we're going to go to edit and we're going to use it as a style reference. And then I'm going to come in here and we are going to add in some stuff. So let's do, let's do, that one. And then let's do, let's add some of these. Okay, and we have our image reference. We are going to turn up the strength right here, and then we are going to hit generate. And Nick, we have about 1 minute left.
Okay.
All right, chat. So I'm using the style reference. I have my prompt in here. Oh no. Okay, chat. Oh no, I need to go back. Wait, how do I? Oh no.
You had a Oh, and I got exactly what I wanted. Love it.
Oh, chat. Can I go back? Hold on. Let's take this out. Let's turn that off. And let's see if we can get that, because we had a really good one. Chat, if I don't get it, then I'm just gonna go back and screenshot.
Oh, look it, we're both in the processing zone. I love it. This is it. We can't touch it after this.
Oh no. Hold on.
You can't touch it.
This is the end? Hold on. No. Wait.
I'm happy with mine. Just gonna sit back and enjoy my coffee.
Okay. I had a really good one. Chat, I had a really good one, and now I can't find it. Okay. Nick, let's start with you. Please reveal your image.
We got it. We have a supersonic retro train racing through Chicago at night, neon highlights, diagonal rain falling, lightning in the sky.
Love that.
I'm digging these.
I have supermarket of only apples, disco lights, dancing cats, disco ball. And we have a nice little dance.
Puss in Boots. I love it.
This is so good. So we will be posting these in our Discord if you want to check them out. You can go vote right now on which one you think was the best down our Discord, discord.gg/ACC. And we will see you again next week for another episode of Adobe Office Hours. Bye, everybody.
See ya.